everybody, it is Wednesday night, and it's time for Super Geeked Up. Right. What's up, everybody? This might be the best intro we've ever done. My name is Jeff. Thank you very much for watching us. This is your live weekly geeky pop culture show. We talk fun, geek-themed topics in place, geeky improv games. Thank you very much for joining us. We really appreciate it. I know there's a bunch of people already in the live chat, like Rachel, Carlos, Blair, Marks, Lister's May. Oh, a whole bunch of people already in there. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate you. We will be sharing, We will be sharing your comments, questions, all that stuff as we do the show. And you can also tweet us at Super Geeked Up if you prefer. I'm joined by guest co-hosts from Sincere Sarcasm and the Points of Interest Podcast Network. It's Fernandez.
Howdy, everybody.
Hi.
Thanks for having me on, as always.
Yeah.
Much appreciated.
I just noticed you have a different background now. Well, you have the R2-D2 and BB-8 in your background.
I'm standing today. I'm sitting, which is...
Oh, my God. That's... Wow. All right.
I always when I do this. I'm sitting now.
Yeah. All right. All right. So we have a couple awesome guests on. They are both super cool cosplayers, as among other things they do. We have Samantha Traub and Molly Virello. Hi. Thank you for joining us. Actually, both ladies have been on our show before, but it's been a while, so welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. In the chat, we have Lister's Mate says, nice big smiles. Oh, okay, for everybody. Yep, absolutely. Hey, we're geeking out. Of course we're happy. Chris Halley says, looks like I got here just in time. Yes, you did, Chris. We just started. And Kerry Johnson says, hey, folks, I'm battling sleep. I'll hang as long as I can. All right, well, Kerry, we will keep you up.
Do it! You will win!
We'll be so entertaining. We'll keep you up.
Have some candy.
What kind of
there you
candy?
go.
Oh, there you go.
There's kisses.
Yum.
Kisses for my missus. Same to you, Molly.
Thanks.
All right, so folks, we're gonna play a couple of our favorite games today later in the show. Superhero sound effects, and let's geek it on dating game. We're gonna need your help certainly for the first one. But first, we like to start things off with our geek tweet of the week question. By the way, Chris says yummy to the his kisses there. Yeah, okay, good. All right, our geek tweet of the week. All right, so the movie Rampage opened last Friday. This movie, if you don't know, is based on an 80s video game where you were monsters knocking down buildings. So what other video games that should never be made into movies will Hollywood next adapt into a film? All right, Francis, I want to know what's your answer to this.
Let me just say, I did watch Rampage, and I fell asleep 3 times.
Oh, no.
Was it because the wolf is also a flying squirrel? Because that's the part that really gets me.
Wait, is he really? Is it really a flying squirrel?
He has the stretchy... He's got the skin.
He's got the skin?
He's got the skin. It makes me so mad.
Oh, I wish he was a flying squirrel, though. I would think the movie was great.
That's where I have to draw the line. I just couldn't. I can't. I get the big animals, but I can't. You can't switch anatomy.
You're better off. You're fine. You're fine. But if I were to pick a game, an 80s video game that should never be turned into a movie, it would probably be. I was going to pick one of the answers that was unfortunately already picked on Twitter. So I was trying to.
You can still say it.
Okay. I would say, I already picked one. Here's the game, 80s game that should never be turned into a movie, but I think they will eventually. Tetris.
Thinking the same
That's my answer, too.
Because any other game you could make really cool.
Yeah.
Except that one.
Here's the thing. Wait, do you actually think they will, Francis? Because how will they do that?
I don't know, but they made Battleship. Some of these games that are mentioned.
Battleship, I mean, that's ridiculous. I agree, but you can make ships.
Didn't they kind of, though, with the movie Pixels? Didn't they had the Tetris pieces falling?
Oh, yeah.
They kind of did. Guys, you have to remember, they made an entire movie based off the emojis on your phone, which, by the way, I've watched from start to finish. It's not too bad, but, Candy Crush is in it and stuff, and it's just why?
You are a better person than I am, because I don't sit through that at all.
I love stupid cartoon movies.
You go. No, nothing wrong with that.
Oh, so as you guys were saying this, Anthony at Lister's Mate just said, technically, it was made into a movie. Take a look at the movie Pixels. So there you go. Yep.
So there's
yeah.
He also says, Samantha, I just followed you on Instagram. Be prepared to get a lot of likes. Cool.
Yay!
So we're going to put up both people's Instagram later, so you can also follow Molly because she has awesome stuff too.
I'm almost to 1,000. That's okay. So exciting.
Milestone. I like it. Achievement.
Let's see here. Rachel in the chat says Pac-Man shouldn't be made into a movie. Stormy says Frogger.
Also pickles.
Frogger.
But see, I can
Okay.
see
So sad.
Frogger. You could do, man. You could have an animated frog. He's trying to make his way across the country on a journey, right?
Okay.
And he has to keep hopping like from car to car instead of like in front of the car.
Oh.
Or maybe he hops on a train at some point, and dodges those.
Hey, Pac-Man can be made into a movie. You already have Pac-Man, Mrs. Pac-Man. Maybe the ghosts are like, maybe it's like a horror movie where the ghosts are trying to get in the house or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Or trying to get away from Mrs. Pac-Man.
I hate.
Wait,
Hate that.
who's trying to get away from Mrs. Pac? Oh, the ghost?
Oh. Yeah, I hate that I know this, but Pac-Man was a Saturday morning cartoon for the.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
it was.
Wait, did he have arms? He had like hands.
He had
Yeah.
arms.
Yeah.
He had arms.
Well, that was the other one. I was talking to my boyfriend about it earlier, and he was like, I was thinking about Sonic, and then I realized it's been in like 2 major cartoons, and I was like, yeah, it's already been done.
It's kind of
Been
has.
done.
And like things like Dr. Mario could make like a great, like intense thing, like, quick, we must bring Toad into the emergency room. There's Peach, let's go. Like, it'd be House, but with Mario.
You've painted a picture that I don't know.
Wasn't sure that I needed, but now.
You're welcome.
Francis, what are some of the answers we got on Twitter and Facebook earlier in the week?
All right, from Alex Martin at AM Bachelor said Pong, but really Gauntlet. Pong.
Pong is basically tennis.
Pong was one of my answers too, though, because it's so ridiculous.
It's tennis, guys. It's already a thing.
No, but, well, all right.
That's true. Yeah. Tennis and Gauntlet is pretty much Lord of the Rings, right? I mean, what else is there? Gauntlet is just
No,
4 people.
Come on, no, Gauntlet rocks, man. I love Gauntlet. I love
But you
Gauntlet.
said-
But that could totally be made into a movie. Just
Oh,
a
yeah,
fantasy
totally.
Movie. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Anthony says at Hyper, I can't even read that. Call of Duty would be amazing, low-hanging fruit.
It's
Full-blown-
hyper-syntax is what it is.
Oh, hyper. Oh, whatever. Sorry. Full-blown war movie for the Dude Bros. Actually, they are making a Call of Duty movie. Interestingly enough.
But that's been in the works for a while, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
No.
So like the actual war movies aren't just enough.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
Okay.
Chris
That's
Hanley
fine.
in the live chat says, the first time I saw Super Mario Brothers on the big screen, the projector broke. Was that because it was so bad?
Oh!
Ooh, shots fired. Call of Duty.
Let's go.
Earlier in the week on Twitter, Blair Beveridge said Centipede should not be made into a movie.
It's being made into a movie.
Is it? Oh,
It's
God.
being made into a movie.
Wait, seriously?
Yes.
I want to see like Galaga with like all of these giant insects flying through space. Like that would be cool.
That's one of my favorite movie games from the 80s all time. Yeah.
Me too. See, nowadays all the video games, like they're basically already movies. Like if you see like a Final Fantasy or like Witcher or even like Kingdom Hearts, they're already movies. You can't do it again.
100%. Yeah. I mean, it's already there. Why make a movie? Even though they are making an Uncharted movie, which doesn't really quite make sense. The game's
And all the Laura Croft movies, I guess. But
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, because the games are so cinematic. I get what you're saying. Yeah. Rachel in the chat says, I actually like the Mario movie. That's totally cool, Rachel. Yeah, I have not seen it in forever. So.
Don't be hating on other people's fandoms, guys. Come on.
No. We accept all fandoms here. Everybody is welcome. Absolutely.
I mean, look, there's a lot of really good actors in that movie, technically. So it.
That's true. You're right.
technically.
If I only had the glasses.
Also on Twitter, Mr. Marks, this is one of my favorite answers. He says, a Paperboy Frogger crossover with special cameo appearance by Leisure Suit Larry.
Wow.
Whoa.
I know.
That's
It's awesome
involved.
because he worked in so many things in that answer. On
like it.
Facebook, Lisa Bersati, who often co-hosts this show with me, says Mass Effect, because she talks about Mass Effect all the time, as do I. She wants Garrus, a Vicarian story between Mass Effect 1 and 2. See, that's actually a movie I want to see, though. We're talking about ones we don't want to see.
Just Garrus with the flappy face. The flappy face for 2 hours.
You're obsessed with the flappy face.
It flaps around when he talks.
That's what Turians look like.
It's so unnerving to
Stop being
watch.
so racist about it.
I just can't do it. You just
What do you
can't.
look
Right.
like? Come on.
Garrus is the man, so yes, Garrus is awesome. And Carrie Johnson on our Facebook page says, he had said Pong, but he also said Burger Time, which I love. Burger Time is a great answer. I forgot about that game. I'm trying to think what you did in that game, right? I think you just served food, right?
It was the pieces of the burger fell, I think, right?
Oh.
You had to make the burger or something?
You had to make the burger.
Yeah, you're right.
Catch the appropriate pieces.
See, now you've got me thinking like Wreck-It Ralph and like Tappy and stuff like that.
Is that the one with the beer that goes down?
Yeah, when he's
I'm
like...
gonna wreck it!
I'm so excited for that movie. We're not even going to get it.
No, that movie's great. Yeah,
the second one's coming out.
Blair had also said in the chat, don't make Burger Time. I don't know, man. That doesn't work, though, man. Usually it's got to be set in a fast food restaurant.
So, SpongeBob.
All right. Lord Crodius in the chat, he lists two that I'm not actually familiar with. Kickle Cubicle and The Adventures of Lolo.
Oh, Adventures of Lolo. I know that one.
He said, many of you know these, I'd be surprised. So there you go. Hey, you know one. Yeah, I don't know those about.
But Kickle Cubicle I've never heard of. No, that's the new one to me.
Rachel says she hates Wreck-It Ralph. Oh, so she loves Super Mario movie, but she hates Wreck-It
Uh-oh.
Rude.
Oh, no.
No. Hey, everybody has their taste. It's all cool.
We're just striking out all over the place here today.
We're having a problem. I didn't knock on the wood hard enough.
It's just too hard. It's too many.
Too many, sorry.
It's too many knocks.
All right. Let's see. Oh, wait, you know what? Actually, I don't think we got your guys. Did we get your guys' answers? Sam and Molly, did you? What
I think we all kind of agree. We were all kind of like on the Tetris, sort of like Pong, kind of like
the Tetris, the Pong.
I honestly, I was born in the '90s, and I didn't play video games till I was like in middle school, so I don't really know a lot of '80s video.
Well, it doesn't
games.
have to be '80s actually. Francis just decided to sabotage the question that way.
Okay, I was like, because when I read it, I was like, I gave my answer. Any type of cinematic video game that's out today, Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, there's no reason.
It's just overkill.
I did. Yeah, didn't realize. You're right.
No, it's fine. No,
Spoiled it!
80s video games are awesome, so I'm cool with that. I agree, sir.
Or about I guess they kind of already did it, because there's the new one that's all about the office, so you have to do things in like a virtual reality headset, like sort paper and move ceiling tiles. Yeah, it's like an office simulator. I'm like, well, I kind of already did that. It was Office Space, but okay.
Yeah. Please back my stapler. Where's my stapler?
Yeah.
It's funny how many simulations there are of just like normal activities.
It's ridiculous. Like, it's one of the most popular things at the library that the teens play.
Farming Simulator
Farmville
is up to like the 18th simulator now. Farming Simulator or something. It's like,
there's like Farmville, Heyday, like Burger Town.
Where you have hay bales?
No, it's just called Heyday. Like, you start with like hay, and then you get like cows and pigs. Then eventually you can have like a zoo with like giraffes and stuff, and you can fish, and it's like this huge game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Stardew Valley or something like that?
Yeah, it's basically, yeah.
Okay.
In the chat, Mark says, wow, I can't wait to sort paper in a game. He's really excited about that.
It's like Sims the movie, right?
Yeah.
Sims the
Player
movie.
Sims. Chris says, I miss Atari, and Rachel says Atari is awesome. You know what I actually just bought at Toys R Us, because I went there before, because I wanted to go before they closed for nostalgia reasons.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
They have this. I had bought that. They have this Atari 2600 joystick that you can plug into your computer, and it has like 10 Atari 2600 games on it.
Nice.
So I got it because it was like.
Ooh, dropped my phone. Sorry, I dropped my phone.
Sam got super excited.
So I actually never had a 2600 actually. I had a ColecoVision back in the day.
Yeah, I have a PlayStation 2, a Wii, and a Wii U, and that's all we got.
A Wii U. That's good.
Man, you never got beyond that, huh?
No, I had like the handheld ones. Like I had the Game Color, and then the Advance, and then now I have a 3DS. So
all right, yeah, cool.
Dream big.
I have none of the things.
Oh no, Molly.
I buy them for the library, but I don't like play them.
Just to look. Yeah.
Victor in the chat says, that sounds like work. I would hate playing that Office VR game. Oh yeah, imagine it was
The
VR.
kids love it. It's because they go. That's what they do after they come home from school. They just play the Office game. It like relaxes them. They're like, yeah, I just like sorted paper for 2 hours. I'm like, you guys are weird, but okay.
Like sending out memos and
Yeah,
But like you
I have to
do,
get these
because like
tasks done.
I watch a lot of YouTubers, gaming YouTubers, and like one guy played through that one, and you can do like you're either in the office or you can work as a cashier, or you can like there's other mundane jobs that you can play, and I'm just like, I do this in real life. Are you mocking me, or is this like just some of this sick entertainment for you? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's interesting. So the kids don't want to do their homework, but they love doing office stuff, and adults don't want to do office stuff. Like,
Yeah, they're like, we'll do.
I went
homework,
back to
it
being
sounds
kid.
great. What is your
in
life,
the
guys?
chat, Blair mentions how Intellivision came first, and Carrie says ColecoVision was the best. I agree, Carrie. That was my first game system. I loved ColecoVision.
wow. No Commodore 64 out there.
That was my first computer, Commodore 64. Yeah.
All right.
Crody says Quest 64. It sounds vaguely familiar, but I'm not sure what that is. So remind me, sir, what that is. All right. Thank you for all the answers, folks. That's awesome. We have tons of answers to this question. Very good. I'm sure some of those actually... Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Chris had said about your office simulator thing. Getting paper cuts, having to lift heavy boxes, sealing envelopes, working overtime, coming out weekends, all virtuality fun.
Well, that's the best part. Go.
Only for you for $2.99.
That's the best part. You can't get paper cuts. It's impossible to get paper cuts in that game, right? So
And you won't get that like gross.
Your character can get paper cut.
Yeah, and you'll get that gross taste on your tongue from licking envelopes.
Maybe you have to balance your health level with how many envelopes you lick and how many paper cuts you get.
Oh my God. The
You
future.
have to go like drink energy drinks in the big room.
You bleed out from
To navigate the coffee.
Right.
You do.
To adequately pass water cooler gossip without actually passing it to the person it's about.
Oh, yeah. Hey. Oh, look. Now you're making this game actually sound fun.
Now I gotta play. Now I have to play.
All right, I'm gonna go get that.
I go now. Bye.
I go now. Okay, bye.
All right. Let's do our first geeky game here. And we're gonna have some more geek tweet questions, and we're gonna talk more with Molly and Sam, what they're doing, with their links and all that stuff. Anything on Twitter here. All right, cool. All right, so this first game we're gonna do is called Superhero Sound Effects. This is one of my personal favorites. So how this works is, actually, let's go into the chat right now because we need a lot of help from you guys. So in the chat, what we need, folks, is the name of ridiculous sounding superheroes. So we need you to make up superheroes, but make them sound like really bad or ridiculous. Okay, and we're gonna. So Sam and I think is what we decided, right? We're gonna play these superheroes. And oh, by the way, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention. It was Rachel. Nice. Rachel or somebody in the chat, by the way, said they liked your cat ears.
Thank you.
I forget who it was. Though, I'm sorry. Let's see here. So Rachel, Sam and I are going to play the superheroes, and then Molly and Francis are going to provide the sound effects that happen in the game. Or they're also going to provide voices of anybody who's not us in the game. If we That's great. All right, well, already Chris says Commodore Man. If inspired by the Commodore 64, you brought up Francis.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
So that's one to suggest. And come on, folks. We need more suggestions. Throw them. You guys are always awesome at this. You guys got some ridiculous ones. Ones sometimes we don't ever want to be. Like I had to be. What the hell was the one I had to do? Damn it.
Harley.
What? Harley Quinn? No, I would be fine being Harley Quinn. So, I don't know. It was something gross. It was like liquid like lotion application man, something like that. I don't know.
Go to all of those beauty pageants, man.
Yeah. The trauma is returning. I remember that.
The trauma's returning. Oh God.
Necrodia says have to pee a lot, man. Chris said, the sound effects for that one. Chris Halley says the Night of Lazy Boy. Blair says Frosted Tips Warrior. Victor Spunky the Talking Dog. He has this power of flying and making smart-ass comments. Okay.
All right. Okay.
Mister's Mate says passive-aggressive comic book collector. Carrie says Tuning Fork the Terrible.
Tuning Fork the Terrible?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Necrodia says Lady Face Slap.
What?
Yep.
Oh. All right, never mind.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. Wait.
Yeah, right. They would have to make the effect. Nicody says another great one. Captain Constipation.
My insides.
Chris says Barca-Lounger, the comfortable Avenger.
I want to say down superheroes. I'm noticing Lazy Boy.
Yeah, right. They both
Lazy Boy.
It's because you're sitting. That's why.
I should have stood.
because you're not standing today. Yeah.
Unprecedented.
Victor says off-key singer.
Oh yeah, come on now.
Oh, that would be fun.
Hey.
Off-key singer, the tuning fork dude or whatever the name was. Perfect. Look at that.
All right, let me scroll. All right, so Sam, any of those?
Yes.
Any of those strike your fancy?
I want to be like, I have to stay true to my name, guys. I got to sing off key.
You're going to be off-key singer. Okay, good.
I will be off key singer.
You know what, though? Interesting.
That'd be a little hard to do.
No, you can do it. I'm trying to think if you should do it or we should have the sound effects people do it when you're supposed to be singing.
No.
All right, Sam, do you want to do the singing? I know you always sing on our show.
Yeah, I'll sing off key. It's cool.
All right. Now, Sam actually can sing very well. You can watch our other shows to do it. Just to put this up, she's going to purposely sing off key here, but. All right, so she's going to be off-key singer. Oh, I got to choose somebody here. Let's see.
Constipation Man was pretty good.
Which one?
Constipation.
Constipation Man.
Whatever that was.
All right, well, if I can choose it, Francis, that's just going to be fun for you guys.
It's not diarrhea, man. It's constipation. It's completely opposite.
You realize every time I start to sing, which is going to be like every line, someone has to hum music in the background.
All right.
Just saying.
All right, fine.
I need background music. Let's go.
All right, I'll be Constipation Man since Francis wants it.
Girl, I got you.
Constipation Man.
Man.
All right, so now, folks, we need a suggestion in the chat for a ridiculous crisis that Constipation Man and Off-Key Singer have to solve, okay? So
Yeah.
What crisis do we have?
Obviously.
All right, so put them in the chat here. And then when we do the scene again, Francis or Molly, you can jump in at any time to do the sound effects as you desire. Let's see here. Also, let's see. Blair had also said, pukes a little every time he talks, guy. Okay.
I like that one too.
I'm torn actually, because that's really funny. That's sound effects.
Lister's mate says, oh, he just deleted it, but I saw it. He said the world is out of, he said Elax, but I think, what is it? Is that what it's called? You know, the stuff that
Ex Lax?
Ex Lax. That's now he typed there, Ex Lax, I see. Okay, so that's one. That's a big problem for Constipation Man, actually. It's a huge problem.
Not a problem for
Off-Key
horse
singer.
singer. Off-key singer.
Oh my God, this is so funny. Blair says the same thing. All the world's X-Lax has been stolen.
I'm glad nobody said brown note. That's good. I'm glad people stayed away from the brown note. And so I'll take that.
Victor says the world has too many old blue-haired women at the mall.
No! No, to be totally honest, it's always the, can I speak to your manager? No! I am the manager.
I am the manager.
I've had that problem before.
You gotta do the dramatic spin. I am the manager.
The demons coming up from behind you. I am the manager.
All right, so let's do that. Let's say we have Constipation Man, played by me, an off-key singer, played by Sam. And the crisis is we have a shortage. The world is out of X-Lax, or we can't find any X-Lax.
Oh my God!
Because all old blue-haired women took it.
That makes so much sense.
Let's work that in.
We'll mush them together.
The old blue-haired women stole all the X-Lax. All right. So
Oh boy.
Francis and Molly are going to provide the sound effects in this scene. Okay. Here we go. Off-key singer. Thank God you're here. We have a huge problem.
What is it?
Where is that music coming from?
What music?
Don't you hear that? Every time you speak, music plays.
All I hear is beautiful.
Oh my God. Look, there's a big problem. It's been like 5 days I've had to take a dump, and I just can't. I need some Ex Lax.
That is too much information.
Listen, I know it's too much information, but it's a big problem, all right? Oh, God. It's really painful. Just look.
Then to the store we must go.
All right, yes, let's go to the store. Right. Do you have a vehicle here?
We don't need vehicles. We're superheroes. We fly.
All right, great. Let's fly to the store. Here we go. Oh, watch out! There's ducks. There's ducks in the way. Get out of the way. All right, let's land. We're here.
Superhero landing acquired.
Do you really need to say that every time we land?
Yes.
All right. I still don't understand where this music is coming from.
Ask less questions. Poop more times.
I would love to poop more. This is the problem. I cannot poop.
Away we go.
All right, let's go. Let's go into the store. Let's go through the doors.
Oh,
Oh, wait. There's an old blue-haired woman here talking to us. What is she saying?
Slash. I need to buy more. Gotta catch him.
Excuse me, frail woman. Get out of the way.
I can't understand this woman. She sounds like she's from a Charlie Brown cartoon. Can you understand her?
Oh.
I don't have to understand her. Move past the woman. Get your stuff. Check
Yes,
out.
let's just shove this woman into the out of the way.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Well,
We will help you
tough luck,
later, lady.
Yeah. And dye your hair to a normal color. All right, let's go.
They're not actually blue.
All right. Oh my God, there's no Ex Lax on the shelf. They're all sold out.
Dun dun dun!
Oh, it's getting really bad. Come
To
on.
the next door.
All right.
Away.
All right. Let's go to the. Look, I can't fly though. I'm in too much pain. Let's hail a taxi. Oh, here's a taxi. Great. Let's get in. All right, driver.
Huh? Yeah, what do you want?
Wow, you're so friendly. Take us to the nearest pharmacy.
Well, did you know? You're on the cash cab.
Oh my
Do do
God.
do 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 do
Wait, now you're not singing?
I love this music. I could totally dance to this.
Look, that's great, but I don't need money right now. I need Ex Lax.
Well, that's our prize for today.
Ding 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 ding.
Thanks.
Oh my God, your prize is Ex Lax. Thank God. How
Well,
I
did we
was
win?
gonna suggest fruits.
Great. Did we win it already, or what do we have to do?
You just have to answer one question, and only one question.
Okay, we're ready.
All right. Reykjavik is the capital of Iceland. How many people poo on a daily basis
In Iceland?
in Iceland?
So you're basically asking us the population of Iceland.
Yes.
Not true. Not everybody poops today.
Well, they should, because it's really important. I'm telling you, it's really messing up my insides here, not being able to poop.
Oh, well, I don't want to mess up this car, so here, just take it, please. Please, just
Oh my
take
God,
it.
thank you so much.
Ta-da.
And scene. All right, excellent job. Very good.
Hold on.
Scott flaps, everybody.
Oh, the singing continues. I like it.
Yes.
The singing is always continue. And my backup music.
I have one job. Just let me do my job.
I'm sorry.
In the chat, by the way, while that was going on, and I actually almost said we were going to say hail an Uber. Blair said he hailed a pooper. That's good.
He wins.
Purpose.
He wins next.
Hashtag buns.
Carrie says Captain Constipation seems uptight. Yes, he was because he couldn't. He had to take the poop.
Just a lot.
In it.
Victor had said to your question about the Iceland thing, 232,212 and 2/3.
Oh, good.
And 2/3?
2/3. Well, you know, they I don't know. They're not very tall in Iceland, you know.
Okay.
I was gonna say it's the babies.
It's the widow ones.
The widow ones.
Necrodia says the infamous sequel, Not Everybody Poops. I guess would be the sequel to what we just did.
Or we could do like laryngitis, then she can't speak at all.
Right.
Oh.
Wait, is a blue-haired old lady? What does that mean? Does that mean something else?
Blue-haired old lady is just any older woman with pure silver hair. They just call them blue-haired ladies.
Why do they call blue-haired ladies?
Because sometimes the
they
silver
dye
has
it.
a blue tinge.
Yeah, it has the tint.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. Well, it's just
Or they dye it that
nowadays,
black.
Actually, they are making their hair like green and blue, right? So that's what I was thinking, So.
Yeah.
It's those rebel ladies that aren't taking anything from anybody.
Hey, I used to have bluish tipped hair, so.
Yeah, great. That's awesome.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, but you're not old, so.
I feel old!
Now Blair says REM's new song will be Everybody Poops.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes.
All right, so there you go, folks. Thank you very much for your great suggestions in the chat. That was great. And by the way, those sound effects were awesome. You guys did actually really well.
Yes, brava.
Thanks.
God bless.
All right. So, all right. So let's talk more to Molly and Sam and what they're up to. So you're both obviously do some awesome cosplay. Actually, Molly, I start with you because I ran into you at Empire State Comic Con a week ago or so. Actually, why don't you tell people what some of this awesome stuff you were doing there at the con? Like, what are some of the panels and stuff you were doing?
So my newest thing for cons is called Nama Slay, which I teach yoga at cons. So it's like a superhero themed yoga. And my philosophy for Nama Slay is that the warrior within me honors the warrior within you, which is just a play on Namaste, which is the light within me honors the light within you. But we're trying to find our inner strength and put that forth into the universe of being a good person. And I thought it would be fun to do. I do it dressed as Wonder Woman generally, or Gamora, which I did on the second day. And it's just a fun way to kind of play around and take a break from the sometimes super intense con scene during a convention. So even if you just wanted to come in and sit down for 15 minutes, it's just a place where you can do that. So I did that, and then I talked about Cosplay 101, about how to get into costumes, and if you have questions about stuff you're making, I can help. And I judged the costume contests.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. And folks, she was talking. I put up a picture of her and I from Empire State when she was in her Wonder Woman yoga garb there. And she was showing me one of the yoga poses. I did very.
I should have sent you that picture of us doing tree pose.
I put it up actually. I already have.
Okay,
it.
Good.
Yeah. She was actually holding me up because I was falling down.
Yeah, that yoga's tough. I'll tell you what.
Very strong. Very strong.
She is.
Victor says in the chat when I put the picture up, you and Jeff look like twins. Oh yes, absolutely.
Oh wow.
Yeah, my yoga was just so amazing. We look like twins.
It's true. I'm a really good teacher.
She is.
She is. That part's true. All right, and then Sam, what are you working? Do you still do the charity cosplay group that we've talked about in the past, or is that?
I do not. I left that about a year ago to pursue a lot of other personal things. So I'm kind of going. I went back to school. I started it back in January. So
Nice.
Yeah, I'm doing online schooling to get a gemology degree.
Oh.
So yeah.
What's
I
that?
finished one of 2 diamond courses about a month ago, and I'm about to start a colored gemstones one on Monday. So I'm kind of focused more on that. I do a lot fewer conventions, but this upcoming summer I have a lot of photo shoots planned with friends. So I'm going to be, I tend to mostly upload and talk through Instagram these days. I always answer questions, or, I try to reach out to people that I see at conventions and like help them out with things that they need. More than anything, I just really strive to promote cosplay positivity, because I feel like a lot of people at conventions tend to get either bogged down with their own self-image or comparing themselves to other people and like listening to other people talk about people. And I feel like not enough people are nice at conventions, so I try to be that person who reaches out to every person, like, that girl's standing over there randomly at like this photo shoot. I'm going to go grab her and be like, hey, we're going to be friends. Let's go do something cool. You're adorable. And that's awesome. I'm more focused on cosplay positivity than anything these days. But that's kind of what I'm up to. So I'm also trying to help. My current boyfriend owns a gaming company. And he is releasing his first game this summer. So, yeah, I've been working with him with that.
Is it like a tabletop board game or a video game?
It's like a card game.
Oh, okay, great.
Oh, it's against humanity, or more of a...
It's played more like 5-card stud.
Oh, okay, nice.
But it has like runes and like all these other elements and all this kind of cool stuff that goes along with it. So,
very nice. That's cool. Wow.
Awesome. That's super cool. And for both Molly and Sam, I've been putting up pictures and where you can follow them on Instagram.
What do you guys do cosplay, by the way, out of curiosity? What's the go-to for you guys?
It depends on the year, honestly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, because what I do is I come up with like a minimum of 2 cosplays each year. Mm. So like last year I redid my Charizard. And I also did...
That's awesome.
Oh my god, who else did I do last year? I don't even remember. Oh, I released 2 smaller ones. Oh, I did a Starfire, which is the full orange painted one.
Nice.
And then this year I did the Pokemon Whimsicott for KatsuCon. And then I have a couple potentials on the way. I'm going to be releasing a new Harley coming this spring with my friend Jeffrey, who is, I don't know if... Did you post the one of the Harley and Joker? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's going to be my Joker. We're actually going shopping this weekend. I'm very excited. And I have a couple of more... A lot of my cosplays, I try to do casual versions of characters. So I don't make, like, their actual outfits. I go out and find outfits that, like, I can pull together. Mm-hmm. So I have a couple of those coming out this summer as well.
Wow, you really have to plan this stuff out, don't you?
Oh, yeah, and I have 2 more Starfire shoots coming out this year, so there's going to be a lot of body paints, because one of them is a bathing suit picture, so that's going to be, like, watch. Yeah.
I primarily do Wonder Woman. I made a new suit last year from leather and foam, and I'm making a new one this year, and my newest thing is Hela. I'm partway through a Hela build. I'm casting all of her suit pieces, the green and latex, and I'm being helped with the helmets. And
I was going to say, you're going to do that big headpiece?
Yeah, I'm doing the horns.
Wow. Much excite.
And the, like, all the way black, like, my eyes whited out. Just the, like, super battle Hela, not the, like, not messing around.
Yes. So, and here I am, like, I made Roger Rabbit. It was a crop top and a pair of shorts, but it's super
but you're super cute as Roger Rabbit. There's no wrong way to cosplay.
No, that's true.
Absolutely. In the chat, by the way, Victor had said, I put up both your guys' pictures. They're great pictures and they're beautiful pictures, he said.
Oh,
so.
Thank you. Both up their head like, yay.
Awesome. So yeah,
love it.
You're both doing awesome stuff. I think the yoga was super cool. That's an awesome thing to be doing at cons. And I love what you're talking about with cosplay positivity. I think that's great.
I just want to be everybody's friend.
Yeah, no, I think that's awesome that you do that. You know,
Love me.
a lot of times people, you know, they may be off by themselves, and that's awesome that you pull them in. That's fantastic.
It's true, and she is.
I'm also blind as a bat when I go to conventions because I don't wear my glasses and I have like an eye thing. I can't wear contacts. So like I'll walk around and if I see someone with like the same colors as my friends are, I might like grab onto their sleeve and I'm like, I don't know you. Do you want to be my friend?
Can you help me find my other friend?
Do you want to be my friend, please?
Please help.
Help.
Help. I'm lost.
Please find.
Awesome. That's a great way to meet people. We should start doing that, Francis. We just pretend we're blind and.
I
don't know about that one. We may be a little less successful with that one, I think.
Well, if I take my glasses off, I will be just like.
That's
just like Sam, actually. Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
In the chat, we have a new person who just joined us. Says, "Prankster the Gangster." That's quite. Thank you for watching. It says hi. It says Rampage is a good movie. All right. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I guess you didn't fall asleep, unlike Francis, who fell asleep 3 times.
Oh man.
Victor says, "I will be your friend." By the way.
Yay, friends! Friendship is magic.
Oh boy.
It is magic.
It is.
A little earlier in the chat, when I showed the picture of Molly and me in the yoga pose, Chris had said great pose, and then Blair said Groot pose. Were you showing me a tree pose? Is that what it was?
I was, yes.
Yeah,
That was A+ pun. Very nice. I appreciate.
Very nice, Blair. Blair knows.
We're automatically friends now. Whoever made that, hello. Hello, my best friend.
Hey.
Welcome to my life.
I'm your best friend.
Let's see. Lanier just joined us in the chat. Hey, Ryan, thank you for watching. Chris says, we definitely need more positivity and cosplay, certainly in our world. There you go. Excellent.
Yeah.
I agree. All right, cool. And I put them up on the screen, but why don't you just tell people verbally where Instagram for you, Sam, is?
Oh, it's Remember the Face cosplay, and I'm a couple of likes away from hitting 1,000. And once I do, I'm going to be doing I don't sell prints, but I'm going to be doing a print giveaway and a live question and answer session. So.
Well.
And Molly, where can they follow you on Instagram?
On Instagram, I am Miss Molly, the Librarian 13. Super professional. It's what I am. It's what I do.
You have a new Facebook page.
Yeah, she's actually a librarian, Francis.
I am actually a librarian, yeah.
A children's librarian, even better.
I thought you were like never mind. I can't remember who the guy from ER. He does that movie, The Librarians, and
Noah Wiley.
Noah Wiley. Yeah, Noah Wiley.
It's a series that didn't get.
I aspired to be him. I saw those movies and I was like, "This is it. This is my life now.
This is what I want.
This is what I want to be. A more nerdy, less athletic Indiana Jones."
No.
Ouch.
That is really the perfect way to describe him. Oh my God!
You keep that athletic on your body goals. You stop it.
Oh yeah, I'm still gonna pick the things up and put them down. But
thank God. Someone needs to be my hero, Molly, and I know it's you. So stop it.
It's me. Pick me. These are my muscles.
In the chat, Prankster says, "I'll become all your friends." Oh, thank you, sir.
Oh, good.
Friendship.
And then he also says, "Good thing the world didn't end today. I already bought my Infinity War tickets." Yes, it is.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
No.
Was
good
it
point.
supposed to end? I missed that memo.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Victor says, "I bet the first row of cosplay is the same as role-playing games. Never stop anyone from having a good time."
Yeah.
I was gonna say we don't talk about cosplay. Is that?
No, that's Fight Club.
Fight Club.
That's Fight Club. Sorry.
Same. Yeah.
Sam.
I'm sorry.
Listeners
I lose the ears.
Listeners mate who said earlier he followed Sam. He said he just found you, Molly, on Instagram, so now he's following both of you.
Yay.
Woo.
All right, excellent. Thank you guys. Thank you. You're always awesome. You guys support our guests really well, and we really appreciate you guys in the chat. And on Twitter, of course, too, if you're on Twitter watching that, and tweet us at Super Geeked Up. Chris says, "I love the librarians. Great inspiration, Molly."
Yeah. They're really fun.
All right. Speaking of Infinity Wars, that leads into our next geeky question, right, Francis?
Yes, it does. Avengers Infinity War will be opening next week. If you could join any superhero or supervillain team, which one would you choose? That's a hard question because there's
I don't know.
Justice League. Yeah.
Oh.
Justice League.
That's, of course.
Of course, because Wonder Woman. Yeah. You gotta,
I want to be her friend.
or I would
Me
say,
and Diana.
I love Birds of Prey, but that's all women, so I can't really join, I suppose. But I'll be their like sidekick.
You could be the water
Drive the
boy,
getaway car.
The what boy?
the towel boy,
Towel
water boy. You know.
Cabana
Hey,
boy.
Red Hot, here you go.
You want some water?
I
Are you
like
hungry?
I just fan.
Granola bar.
Right after they get.
Anybody need some protein?
Yeah, they get back from a mission, they're all sweaty. I'm like just fanning them and giving them the drinks.
Oh my god.
I would do it, man. I love Birds of Prey.
Say to
By the way,
Eddie.
speaking of that, speaking of Birds of Prey, it just came out that Marks and I, we do a show called DC Action Hour, and we've been talking about Birds of Prey all the time. We want a new Birds of Prey series, but they're actually now they just released there's going to be a Birds of Prey movie that's been confirmed.
Yeah.
So we talked about yeah, and Harley Quinn's going to be in it.
Yes!
Ooh.
As a villain?
Much
I would
excited.
assume she shouldn't be part of the Birds of Prey. If
Harley,
we're
yeah.
following
She
continuity.
is not a Birds of Prey.
Not at all. No.
Jeez.
Harley's a girl. She's not a Birds of Prey.
Honestly, I'm hoping they put Black Canary, Huntress, Batgirl. I guess they're
Yeah.
going to be Batgirl. They're not doing Oracle. I wish they did Oracle, but
Well, who will? Oh, yeah.
because they're doing a Batgirl movie though, so I'm sure it's going to be tied into that probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, Killing Joke will happen.
Unless at the end of that movie, yeah, she does. They do the Killing Joke thing. She does
Yeah. No.
If they are gonna add Harley, I hope it's the same actress who did Suicide Squad
Margot
because
Robbie.
she was oh thank God she was amazing.
Yeah.
Love her.
Yeah. No, they want her to be in like a bunch of movies as Harley.
She should be every Harley at this point. Like,
Yeah,
if not, they can have my number.
Yeah. Blair just asked the same thing as in Margot Robbie. Yes, Margot Robbie is going to be Harley Quinn in that. Anyway, all right. So we got Justice League, we got Birds of Prey. What about Sam? What team would you want to join?
Honestly, I've always seemed to like more of like the anti sort of like in between. Like my favorite characters are like Harley, Loki, Deadpool, Catwoman. So like kind of like chaotic, neutral. Like I want to do Black Widow's another one that I like. Like I want to help, but only when I feel like it.
So you don't really want to become a member of the team.
Not really, because they get hurt and they die, and like I'm like, hey guys, I'm good out here. If you need me, I got you, but like only if I'm desperately needed and if I like the cause. Because if
You're
not,
like, call first. So if I don't
call
want to answer,
first,
I'll
and
just
tell
hit
you if I'm
reject.
there. I'll put here's my secretary. Hello.
Let me share some things in the chat here. Let's see. Listeners made it said, Molly, you make a great Gamora, and since you were Gamora, you should be Jennifer Walters, aka She-Hulk.
I know. Everybody tells me. I'm working on it.
You pick it up, you put it down.
I pick it up and put it down. My muscles aren't big enough yet. I gotta get there.
Victor says his choice would be the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Magneto is the best leader, so he's going evil.
Yeah.
Okay. Respect.
Prankster says, I want to become a penguin. Do you mean the penguin or just an actual penguin?
He just wants to be a penguin in Penguins League.
I love penguins, so I'm totally down with that.
Just want to be in the cold and wearing a tuxedo. It sounds great.
No, he doesn't. Bring me my summer. No.
Francis, what team would you want to join?
Well, because I'm already here in the West Coast, I'm going to pick the West Coast.
I knew it. West Coast Avengers.
We're like Avengers Light because we still have the Avengers here.
Hang on, sir, but you're still much better than the Great Lakes Avengers. Which is a real thing. I am not making that up.
Woof.
Yeah.
That is true.
Woof.
Woof. Just woof.
Maybe there's a dog in that team. I don't know.
You know,
Oh no, that's like a sound like instead of being like whoa or like I just go woof.
It's the in between whoa and okay.
Kind of.
Nice. Let's see here.
We're Avengers.
Flair in the chat says the 501st Legion, so a little Star Wars there. All right, very cool. They actually cosplay at every con I'm at.
They do.
Marks, by the
They're
way,
badass.
says West Coast Avengers were great. He's got your back, Francis.
There you
know
go.
What? You know what? Actually, when I was a teenager, I read West Coast Avengers all the time. I like the West Coast Avengers.
we got the missing Avenger. We got Hawkeye, so you know.
He was the leader of that group.
Yeah.
It's cool. I don't remember who. Wonder Man was in that, I think.
And Tigra.
Tigra, yeah.
I've been Tigra. I've cosplayed that.
Nice.
Oh,
You can
that's
join the
awesome.
West
That was
Coast
enough.
Avengers.
Ah, look at you.
My team is
Another
growing.
2 hours of body paint. Let's go.
It's fine. It's fine. Go for it.
Yeah, cash.
Sorry, I'm trying to think of like more ridiculous names than the Great Lakes Avengers, like I don't know, the Mississippi River Avengers or
Down in the bayou.
Avengers. Yeah.
We've got 2 powers and 1 tooth. Let's go.
2 powers and 1 tooth.
Wow.
I'm sorry to all our viewers, particularly Chris Hadley, who lives in Louisiana. Chris, we love you.
No, I was thinking of like Ray from like Princess and the Frog. He's
Yeah,
like, you
Princess
done
and the
broke my
Frog.
favorite
Oh,
tooth.
okay, yeah. I love Ray. Ray's the best part of that movie.
Yes, oh, absolutely. I cried.
In the chat, Victor says the Great Lakes Avengers are working as greeters at your local Walmarts.
Oh.
And Lanier says, can I change my answer to Alpha Flight? Oh, yeah, of course. He's Canadian, so
Yeah.
that makes sense. Alpha
that's-
Flight's a Canadian team.
Yeah.
Get the Yeti, or the, not the Yeti. What's his name again?
I know who you mean. Yeah.
The Abominable Snowman?
Well,
Yeah, he's kind of,
But what was he called, though?
I don't remember his
He looked like a Yeti, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking of Rudolph and I'm thinking Bumbles because Bumbles bounce.
Yeti Avenger.
Chris actually says, I think there are some Bayou Avengers here. Okay, good. I'm glad
There
to
you
hear
go.
that.
Oh, good.
Well, Gambit can join them, obviously.
Yeah, I guarantee.
That's true.
Wasn't Killer Croc from down there?
Was
Different.
I thought he was in the sewers.
Yeah, well, he's
Not of
Did he come all the
Louisiana.
way up from Louisiana to the sewers of Gotham?
It's right
I don't know.
home.
I also read the Bombshell DC girls, and like I know that there's a Halloween spinoff, and there's like 3 of them living in a house in like a bayou somewhere. Because like,
Oh, okay.
so
Yeah. The Bombshells.
That's canon.
That's like they're like in an alternate timeline, though, right? The Bombshells.
right. I think it's World War II.
Yeah, but they're like in an alternate World War II. Yeah. By the way, Victor and Mark says it's Sasquatch is the name of the person you're thinking of.
Oh, another word for Yeti. Sasquatch.
Yeah.
But Yeti's,
Bigfoot, Sasquatch,
Yeti is the
Yeti.
snow one.
Yeti's snow
Sasquatch is the
though.
woods
Sasquatch,
one.
yeah, exactly. Molly's got
That's
you.
what- That's
Get it
right.
right.
I know this.
Come on.
There's a
Yeah.
Yetis and Sasquatches are like the up and coming
Come
lit
on,
trend
Molly-
in the library, so
Molly's
I got
a
all
librarian.
this.
She knows all this stuff.
But they're in Canada. There's snow everywhere in Canada. It would make
There's
sense.
also a lot of trees, so they gotta adapt.
All right. No, that's a good point. Mm.
All right. Oh, Chris says he got a laugh out of the Bayou joke. Okay, good. I'm glad he did. I'm glad you did. All right. Any other? Let's see. Any other choices for teams? I think we got everybody's right. All right. Great. All right. Here we go. We got one last game to play. Oh, Blair says in the live chat. Blair snuck in Watchmen as his choice.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Sure.
They're a little too serious for me. They're cool people.
Yeah, but yeah.
Have lots of sex.
I was gonna say they have sex.
You see lots of sex.
There's their gold star.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Yeah, man. Night Owl and Silk Spectre too are getting it on.
Yeah.
As long as they don't end up in a horror movie, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
First to die.
What's it called?
True fact.
All right. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Let's go to the next arm. Look at that. Let's go to our last geek game.
Just remember, you brought it there.
Speaking of sex, let's play the Let's Geek It on dating game.
Woo!
Francis, how does this game work?
All right. Well, 3 people will be playing fictional characters in a dating game, while one person will be asking them questions. They'll be the datee, and they have to try to figure out who they are getting their answers from, who these 3 lucky bachelors and bachelorettes are. So we're going to start off this game with So we have a person who will be playing the datee.
That's Sam, right? Sam, you're going to be.
Who wants to date me? Yes. Hello.
Great. Yeah, please do that accent the whole time. It's great.
Okay.
Okay, you are Eastern European.
I am a Russian. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, no,
Who wants to date
you have to
me?
do that now during the whole game. It's great. Okay.
Okay. I try.
All right. So Sam,
Date you.
Sam
Yeah.
is going to ask.
You.
Sam is going to ask me, Francis, and Molly are going to be playing fictional characters. We're not going to reveal who those are. So Sam, you're going to ask us ask one question, and each of 3 of us will answer it, and then we will do 3 questions total. So each of us will answer the question. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go. We can go. I guess I'll be 1, Francis you 2, and Molly number 3 in terms of bachelor.
Lucky number 3.
Good work. Right. Let's do this.
So we're gonna. Sam's gonna have to try to figure out after the 3 questions and our answers who we are, And in the chat, of course, you can make your guesses as well. You guys are usually very good at guessing this. Necronia says, I hope one is Constipation Man.
Oh.
I'm like really sad I can't see the chat. I can't cheat now. Darn it.
Yes.
I'm not feeling so good.
Lister's Mate says, she wants to know if you're like Natasha from Boris and Natasha. Sure.
Moose and squirrel.
Sure.
Moose and squirrel.
Moose and squirrel.
Moose and squirrel.
All right. So, Sam, what's your first question?
Can I go home?
No, you have to.
You are home.
Oh, God.
What happened to your accent?
Sorry, can I go home now? In Russia, you date me, I go home. No.
By the way, Blair says Jeff couldn't be number 2 because the Constipation Man thing.
Oh.
All right.
She wins gold star too.
Yeah, it's a guy. But that's okay. He wins.
Oh, he wins gold star too.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. My first question. Da.
Yes.
Oh, Lord, we have other voices. Hello. You like to date me, yes. Let's see. My first question is, on the day of the last day of the works week, so the Fridays, what do you usually do on Fridays?
All right, I'll go first.
This is going to go to bachelor number 1 first.
On the Friday, I first I like to eat a pizza pie, and then I like to use my head to ram some blocks, and I get a lot of money that way, and it's a lot of fun.
Okay, that sounds. You know what? In Russia, we wrestle with bears, so it's same thing. Okay, bachelor number 2. Answer yes.
What do we do? Well, I like to go and cause chaos in places, and probably tell a few jokes and say some things that are, funny. I like funny, and I like chaos, and I like making things blow up. Yes, sounds like a plan.
Chaos. Russia, we like chaos. We live in chaos. We eat chaos for breakfast, but we don't laugh. No laughing in Russia.
Oh, okay. I'll try.
I can't give straight face, but I try.
I'll do my best.
All right, we move on to bachelor number 3. Go. Oh, there.
So, after I close the library, I usually go home, maybe grab a pizza, hang out with the family. It's an adopted family, not my paternal family, though sometimes I hang out with my dad, but he's usually busy. And then I stay by the phone and see if any chaos is happening and go and try to combat that. I'm pretty good, and I like the order, so...
But if you like the pizza, you should come visit us. Me and my brother make it all the time, but he gets all the credit. It's very annoying.
Excuse me, bachelor number 1, I'm here for the bachelorette, so you stay in your box.
In Russia, see, if we were actually in the Russia, you guys would fight to the death. Okay, let's go.
I'm excited. When do I get to bash people in the head?
Maybe later after show. Losers can fight. It's good, yes? Entertainment for first date. Okay.
Exciting.
All right. So next question. Next question is going to be, if I was to meet your family, how would it go? We're going to go to bachelor number 2 first this time.
Oh, well, see, I had a very sad childhood. You know how I got these scars? Well, it wasn't very nice, so you wouldn't really meet my family. But I have a lovely, lady friend you might like to meet. She's hilarious, too, and she has some dogs, really nice dogs. We could all run around and blow things up. That'd be a lot of fun. What do you say?
Do your dogs like bears? Because I have a couple of bears.
Yes, maybe. I've never had to deal with bears.
And this lady friend, I have questions. Is she lady friend or lady friend? Because I don't like lady friend.
Well, She tries, but she's not my type. Weirdly enough, I don't know why. I never really understood why.
Interesting. Okay, bachelor number 3, same question.
So if you were to meet my family, it'd probably go pretty well. We'd probably have a fancy dinner. My father figure / kind of big brother is kind of rich, so we like to go out in the town occasionally. We have like a witty repartee of sorts. So as long as you're up for some verbal sparring, there'll always be somebody at the table, though we might have to get up. We get really busy phone calls depending on how the night's going. But I think you'd get along with us, yeah.
Phone calls.
Interesting. I have nothing interesting to say. Bachelor number 1.
I do like to make calls.
We break phone with thighs. No.
Yes, my family. I'd introduce you to my brother. He probably tried to steal you away from me. He's always taking the credit. His name goes on everything, and I get the second shift there. It's very annoying. I don't know why they always put his name on everything and not mine. I am way cooler and much better at our jobs.
I hear you have nice death stare too, but that is another matter.
Yes, and we also, if you came over, we have some nice raccoon suits we could put you in, and we go flying around.
Are they real raccoon? You skinned a raccoon?
I don't know, actually.
Those must be big raccoon. We must go hunting.
Sure, let's go.
I like this plan. Okay, let's see.
Hey, Luigi. Sorry.
What an asshole.
You suck at this game.
I know,
It's okay. I had that figured out already. I have 2 figured out. One is really throwing me for a loop, though. And I'm keeping notes, so...
Last question.
Oh, sheesh. Cheese and crackers. I'm going to go funny on this one, because we do laugh once in a while, but not often. We laugh once. If you were going to serenade me, what would you sing?
Wait, who?
I'm thinking. You did not let me do eyebrow dance. Leave me alone. We're going to bachelor number 3 first.
What would I sing for you?
Sing.
Sing
Sing me a song, little nightingale.
So, I mean, it's really nerdy, but there's this show that I can't remember the name of, but the theme of it was really awesome. So I'd probably sing you that. It goes da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, and then there's some other part, but I can't quite remember it. It's just that na-na-na-na that gets in your head.
Is it a song about bananas?
B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
Yes, we danced to this. Okay,
yes,
bachelor. We danced. No. Okay, bachelor number 1. It's your turn. Yes.
How would I serenade you? I think I would sing you. For some reason, I just decided I like Disney movies, and and I would sing you from Aladdin, A Whole New World, because my brother and I always are going to exciting worlds and castles, and it's very exciting.
Are you sure you not want to sing like Desimore? But that's okay.
No, I don't remember how it goes. Number 1, can you sing a bar for us, please? I don't remember how that went.
Sing 2 bars. Sing both parts at the same time. Yes.
Or how that went.
It's a whole new world.
I love it. Yes. You sing more later. Okay, bachelor number 2. Collect yourself and answer my question, please, now.
Okay. Oh, that was amazing. I don't think I can beat that. What would I sing? That's a good question. Something funny. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free. You know that one?
Yes, that is a
Did you get to chorus yet? Because I am lost.
That was the chorus. You're just too young for that song.
Believe it or not, it's just me.
In Russia, we're still stuck on Backstreet Boys. Okay.
I appreciated that song.
Oh, so funny.
Did Bachelor number 3 get it?
Get it? Getting what?
Did Bachelor number 3 understand that song? I did not.
Oh, no.
Okay, I'm not the
Oh, really?
We're old, Francis.
Oh, really?
You're aging yourself, Bachelor's number 1 and 2. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Maybe you guys are just missing out on great television.
Yeah.
Apparently.
All right,
Sorry.
make your guesses now, please.
All right, Bachelor number... Can I talk normally now?
Yeah, sure.
Bachelor number 1 is Luigi.
Yes.
At first I
That's
thought it was
right.
Mario. And you thought it was Mario, and then you started talking about your brother, and I was like, okay.
What happened?
Bachelor number 2, you started talking, and I was like, oh my god, it's Mr. J.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, Puddin'.
I wasn't sure if it was a good impression or not, but I'm glad
Oh, it
you
was
It
really
was amazing.
good.
Actually, in the chat, multiple people said it was a great Joker. Francis.
And also, they're not dogs; they're hyenas.
Yeah,
They're
well,
the babies.
that was. Thank you.
You're welcome. There's the babies.
Okay, go ahead.
And Bachelor number 3, honestly, you threw me for a loop for a little bit. Originally, when you first started talking, I thought because you were like adopted father, and then there was the phone, I thought you were a Powerpuff Girl for a second there. But then you said, no. So
Yeah.
you had me at phone. I was like, oh my god, they're always waiting, and technically they're adopted because they're fake. Robin?
Batgirl.
Darn it.
Because I'm a
Oh.
librarian. I had to close the library.
I don't know enough about her.
You're
But
close. You're very
I do
close.
know. At least
Now
okay,
you know.
I'm good.
Now you know.
By the way,
I know.
Chris had also guessed Robin in the chat, so you weren't alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you
That was-
had me, because their first thing, I was like, Buttercup. Buttercup was your
Just
Powerpuff
really angry.
Girl.
In the chat, that was going on. Let's see.
Blossom, that's sweeter.
Blossom.
Yeah,
Well, Blair had just said nope. I think is when you asked me to sing, Francis, when he was saying that, probably.
Oh,
Oh,
Brody
no,
says
he
you
was
broke
good.
Jeff.
I love it.
Oh, yeah, I know you really enjoyed it, Francis. By the way, folks, I'm sure some of you in the chat got this, but Francis was singing the theme song to The Greatest American Hero, which is a show in the early 80s, a superhero TV show.
Yeah, I was born in like 91.
All right, we get it.
I
We get it. All right.
You're a baby, okay.
Yes. So I knew they were going to know that.
Well,
I got you, Francis. That's actually one of my favorite theme songs of all time, so I appreciated that. Why Mr. J is singing that, I don't know, Joker, but that's okay.
whatever.
I don't know why he's singing a whole
He
new
likes what he likes.
I was appreciative that all 3 of you went through with it and started singing the song instead of just being like, oh, I would sing like blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like, you all get like major props for that.
Oh, thank you. I knew when I sent you that list that's one of the ones you were going to
Oh,
choose.
the musical girl's not going to pick the music one? Come
Yeah.
on. I sang today, now all of you sang.
Yeah. I'm fine.
She said threateningly.
Yeah. Chris says, terrific job with the accents, guys. Yeah, well, we did do a lot of accents on this game.
It was awesome. More accents.
I think that's good, actually. I think we should have the questionnaire always have an accent, too, now from now on or something.
I think so.
It would be
I think that'd be great.
fun.
Yeah.
That is a staple. We got
Hey, I could have. It was Russian or it was Valley Girl. You one or the other.
a Valley Girl.
He's always Russian. We go,
Valley
go
Girl,
for
like,
Russian.
oh my god, totes my goats, where would you take me?
Totes my goats.
Don't look out.
That's like so lit. How about we go?
Yeah, gag me with a spoon, definitely. Sure.
Ew. Nobody says that.
Anymore. I am old.
Truth.
Chris
No,
says-
because I almost said that.
Chris says in the live chat, I do remember watching The Greatest American Hero in reruns. All right, there you go. Good, Chris. I'm glad you-
Yeah.
All right, good. There you go. That's our Let's Geek It On game. Great job, everybody.
That is so funny.
All right, yes, great, awesome job. All right, so let's see here. Listener's Mate says, I love Totes My Goats in the chat.
Yes.
Let's see. Victor says, you're not that old. Okay, good. Thanks, Victor. I think
Guess I'm just a baby. It's fine.
Yeah. All right, before we get on out of here, let's guys, why don't you give out some links again? So where can Sam? Where can they find you on Instagram?
It's Remember the Face Cosplay. I do have a Facebook page, but I'm usually on Instagram 95% of the time. I think I have it open on my phone probably 6 hours of the day.
Wow. Stories for days.
Yeah.
And Molly, where can they find you online?
On Instagram, I'm Miss Molly the Librarian 13. And on Facebook, I'm Miss Molly the Cosplayer. And those are the best places to find me. And I try to be fairly active, so if you send me a message, I will talk to you. If you have a question, if you see me at a con, come say hi.
Seriously, door is always open. If you guys spot us somewhere, please come up and say, hey, can I have a hug? We're more than welcome to be like, hello, friends.
Yay.
Pat, pat, you know.
We will get uncomfortably close the majority of the time.
We're always singing, dancing, or doing really stupid things. You can't miss us.
That's actually quite accurate.
I picked a costume that I could carry a tambourine around at Katsucon. We're annoying.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all.
No, it's great.
No, we're miserable cosplayers. We really hate it.
All right. Francis, where can they find your stuff?
Well, everything I do is
He was so intrigued.
The best is that I do this every single time Francis goes on, and he's like, "What? Oh my God, what's happening? I have to go."
Hey, what is this? What is going on?
Oh my God, is it my turn?
You can find everything I do at sinceresarcasm.net, but if you want me on the socials, it's at AKA the other guy for my Instagram, my Twitter, and Twitch. I do Twitch now, so go check that out.
All right.
AKA the other guy.
Folks, we're at supergeekedup.com, at supergeekedup on Twitter and other socials. You can find us there. Please give us a subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. We would appreciate it. Also, Patreon is patreon.com/supergeekedup. If you would like to support us, we would really, really greatly appreciate it. $1 or anything is a great help. Francis actually is one of our Patreons, so thank you, sir. Listeners Made and Victor in the chat are also, I know, some of our Patreons, so you guys rock. As is everybody who just watches the show. Actually, in the chat, Blair had said, when you guys were talking about con, Chris says, love you guys. Thank you, Chris. Back at you, sir. And everybody watching. Blair says, are you going to San Diego Comic-Con? Francis and I are. What about you ladies?
No, I only have 2 conventions planned for this year. Connecticon, which is in Hartford, Connecticut, and then Terrificon, which is at Mohegan Sun in Uncasville, Connecticut. Can you tell I'm from the area? Those are the only 2 I currently have planned and can afford this year.
I have Comic-Con with 2 ends at Foxwoods at the end of June, early July. Rhode Island Comic-Con for sure. And Paris Comic-Con this year in Paris.
Comic-Con?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You're going to Paris?
I'm going to Paris. Bonjour.
¿Cómo se va?
¿Cómo se va?
This is your first time to ParisCon?
Yep.
Wow, okay. That's awesome. I always wanted to try an international convention.
Yeah. Gonna go meet all my international cosplay friends and go geek out over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. My dad might come and join me, so I might
Oh, that's awesome.
That's really
if I'm gonna finish Hella, I'll be like, can you bring my headdress? That'd be great. Or like mail it to the hotel.
There you go. But to be fair, if anybody ever really wants to find us, just reach out on like Instagram or Facebook. We're literally like as fast as you can type away. We always love to answer questions or just have a nice friendly chat or like give advice if you want something on your costume or if like you're a little uncomfortable with it, you put it on, you send us a picture, be like, hey, what do you think? We're going to be like, holy cow, you're beautiful. Put it on. Go.
Damn. Look at you. Man, everything about this. Yeah.
Yes. Snatched. Go. So we're really easygoing. We're really friendly, or at least we think we are. So
I think our viewers would agree with that.
You put friends on TV.
We think we are.
I think we're really bad.
In the chat, it says, c'est joli. I got a little French for you.
I know, very exciting. I'm excited.
Yeah, como se va is like pretty much all I got. So yeah, I'm just gonna go back.
Deja vu. Yeah.
Deja vu. There's another.
I'm practicing. I'm going to Croatia too, but there's no Comic-Con happening the time that I'm there. But Dolar Dan is hello. How are you? Kako ste is. Croatian for hi, how are you?
Oh, good. Oh, nice. We learned something.
Hey.
Getting there.
Awesome.
I get fucked. Awesome.
All right. Folks, this is our season finale of Super Geeked Up. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you. For some of you I know have watched every single episode this season. Thank you guys so much. You rock. But if this is your first episode, thank you as well. Like Prankster there was in it earlier. We hope you come back next season. So yes, thank you, Molly and Sam, very much for being on our season finale. It's been so much fun. Awesome. And thank you to all our guests we've had. We had an awesome guest lineup this season, and also to our guest co-hosts like Francis and Lisa and Blair and Charles. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much. So folks, what we usually do is actually wait. Let me tell you about. Sorry, before we go, we do have 2 other shows coming up. Actually, though, soon this Sunday. Mark's Pile and I, and joined by Francis, actually, we're going to be doing DC Action Hour.
Oh yeah.
Yes, where we talk all the CW. Wow, that's actually what Marks does usually when we intro. That's good, Sam.
Yay!
So we talk all the CW DC shows like Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, Black Lightning, Legends of Tomorrow. So we'll be doing like kind of a month recap of the latest shows there. This Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern on this YouTube channel. You can also go to supergeekedup.com to get the link. And on April 30th, which is the week after that, we're doing a special gaming stream of a new game called Uprising. It is by the people at Evil Hat Productions. They do the Fate role-playing game system, which is my current favorite one. This is actually a brand new game. It has not been released. We're going to be the first people who get to play this. And the person who wrote the game is actually going to come on and run it for us. He's going to be our game master. So
Ooh.
that'll be April 30th, 8 p.m. Eastern. So please tune in for that. It's going to be super fun. And let me shout out Blair here, I mentioned, because he wanted to give a shout. He's doing a new podcast called Harley Hooman. It's a geeky film noir podcast that follows the adventures of Harley Hooman, a falsely accused ex-con who's just trying to make it in the world as a private detective. So it's like a radio play almost in a way.
I love
That's really cool.
Yeah. And you go to harleyhooman.com. They just released their latest episode. I want to say they have maybe 4 out, but Blair, you can correct me in the chat. I think it's 3 or 4 right now. So you can go check that out over there. Let's see. Victor says the best show on the internet. Oh, I hope he means this one.
Please.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. I should put that as a quote now on our site. I appreciate that very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. But seriously, thank you all very much. We've been doing this for quite a while now. It's like over 230 shows we've done. And some of you have been here from day one, and some of you have joined more recently. But we super appreciate every single one of you. You guys are the super positive community, like Sam was talking earlier about positivity, and everybody who's always in our chat is always super positive and awesome, and you don't always get that on the internet, unfortunately, so we really appreciate all of you and for being so awesome and accepting of everyone. So thank you, and thank you very much for watching. You guys are awesome, and we will see you next season, which usually our next season will be right after San Diego Comic-Con in later July is usually when we premiere that. So we'll see you then. And then again, we'll have other shows, though, in the meantime, so don't worry. We'll be doing other stuff like DC and gaming stuff. All right. Thank you again, everybody. Thank you, guys, for being guests, and thank you, Francis, of course.
Thank you.
We will see you soon. Until next time, stay geeky, everybody. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.